Hello, let's play Wordle for Thursday, July 23rd. Yesterday we spun the wheel. It said to start with Kruth, and we are starting a new streak with Kruth. All right. We have R second, and then there's a T somewhere, maybe a TR word. I would like the A and the E, but treat? I mean, I guess I could do like a great start. You know what? That sounds pretty great. Let's start our new streak with a great guess. Oh, it does end in T. Okay. No E or A. So whatever the heck goes before R and then like OOT. Doesn't look like it. Is it like droit? Is droit a word? I think it is. I don't know if it's on the answer list. What about like an NT? Like drunt. Maybe not. I'm gonna put an I here and see if that rings any bells. Drift. Finally found something to guess. I don't think we're in too much danger here. Alrighty. Well, does the I go there or do we start with I? It's not droit. Is there another OIT? Proit? I'm starting to think IR something something T, but what would that be? How does this work? R UIT? Brew it, Pruitt, Srew it. Like there's not that many options here. I could do IR something NT. Why don't I do like IRO something T and just see if that rings any bells? Erupt. Nothing there. How about a U? Erupt is a word, but not erupt. Is there an RUIT, ROIT? I feel like I've looked at everything. A Brewitt. What the heck is this word? We repeat a letter? The R? RRIT? Urit? I don't see how that works. TR something IT? Like trait, but we don't have an A. Gosh. What the heck is this word? I don't know. PR something IT. There's just nothing for that something. RPIT? Orbit. Orbit. There it is. I'm sure that was the only word left. We'll find out. All right. Starting off the streak strong with what the heck is this word? And it's a word I know, it's just obviously, but I just couldn't think how it worked. All right, anyway. Let's spin the members wheel and see what tomorrow's starting word will be. And I promise with this new wheel, it's still equal chance for all slots. All right. Slate, suggested by Bailey and Nice. So if you would like to follow along, tomorrow we'll be starting with Slate. Pretty good start. The bot's going to like it. All right. And let's do some bot analysis. So the answer was Orbit. And we started with Kruth. All right. So Kruth can lose on yellow R, green W. And that's on the OER trap. Oh, wow. OWER trap. Wow. There's just so many that just getting into it right away can lose. That's crazy. All right, let's start over because it wasn't that trap. It suggests tripe. I don't think great's going to be on the list. Tripe, if I had thought of it, I probably would have gone for it. Like it always seems to suggest peas for the follow-up. I don't really understand why, but it's pretty consistent. All right, great was 2.863 compared to 2.843, so not that bad, to be honest. We're down to 11 words. I did drift. That is second, tied for second. These three are tied for first. And then it was only orbit. I could have also guessed brew it. So I thought of brew it. I didn't think it was a word. Glad I didn't guess it. But yeah, orbit was the only answer left. Just had to find it. All right. It would have gone tripe. From there, it would go droit. Droit is a word. Or orbit. So it's either going to be a 3 or a 4. There were 3 words left. Droit, fruit, and orbit. Fruit is another one of those that's really hard to think of. But drift had removed fruit. All right. Least is its starter. It's just font or mount. From there, divot separates all 6. We got bigot, divot, droit, idiot, orbit, and pivot. And divot gets them all. That's kind of cool. All right. And then orbit and 4. If we had gone mount instead, it's still divot and then orbit. Okay. Steel is going to just have that yellow T instead of green T. It's going to go mount, divot, orbit. So it ends up the same. Tide is north, though, which feels different. Yeah, from north, we're down to 9 words. Not as lucky. We're going to go something like trompe and then orbit. Still 4, though. All right, adieu is the most common starting word. With the I, we go posit. Again, that P seems to be preferred. And we have orbit there. All right, and then audio. We've got tonic and then orbit, so another 3. And then stare, another common starting word. We have the T and the R. We're going to go throb. That's a fun one. And then orbit. And pert has the highest chance to get it in 2. It has a 1 in 26 today, but it's going to go roust, so it's not going to get it. From there, it's droit, front, orbit. So has a 1 in 3 to get in 3, otherwise gets in 4. And finally, tarps is what the official bot starts with. We're going to go outer, R-E, and then orbit. Okay, so 3 there. Let's see what the official bot has to say. Grab my screenshot here. I don't have to finagle with deleting elements today. It's the extra punishment for losing, is deleting stuff from the DOM. All right, let's look at the bot. Give me a 92 skill for my guesses. Great, it said was 90. People did, I'm not the only one who did great. We did train, trade, trail, tread, trope, treat. The double T, not terrible. Trout, trunk. Who did best? So trope did the best. Yeah. I really should have done, I really should have done something like trope. So I was trying to think of how to include the P, but I thought of great and it worked out. But I kind of wanted the E and the A. So something like tread, trade, train. It's just tried, actually. So trope did the best, followed by trout. So that double T worked out. Train, the most popular one, had a 1.8 average solve. All right. Gave it an 85 for drift. It does tarps outer, the same outer. Or is it outra orbit? Looks like 0.4. Yeah, 0.4 starting with orbit. 5.2, 42.2, 84.8, jumping up. 98.3, greater than 99. Yeah. It was hard to think of, but it wasn't it wasn't a losing word. You have to distinguish that. Like a word can be hard because you have a high chance of losing on it in certain situations, or it can be hard because it's just hard to think of, or it can be hard, or I guess hard to think of can be 2 things. Let me get this going. It can be hard to think of because you just don't know the word, or it can be hard to think of because it's just one of those weird words that isn't spelled the same as any other word. And so like when you're trying to play with letters where they're not going where they're supposed to go. All right. People did train, tread, trunk, adieu. Adieu always shows up. Trade, trail, treat, trump, great, aside. So who did best? Trail did best here. The only one under 2. Interesting. All right. Drift. Orbit. Slate, count, divot, orbit. There's that divot again. We're going to be starting with Slate tomorrow. 0.6 started with orbit. I think there's like 0.1, maybe 0.2% who legit start with orbit. 35.6, 76%. 94.5, 98.9. That's surprising. Losing on Droit, Fruit, Groit. But nothing like really stands out on what you'd be losing on. All right, well, how'd you do?